Hello, Masters! Welcome to the Dwarf stream.
Hey everyone, good evening.
Good to
How
see
is
everyone.
everyone? Definitely. Who do we have here? John Hammond, I see Gamer, I see Paco,
See
I see
Tara,
Marcos State, I see Tara,
got
I saw
Chile.
Julia earlier. There's Neo, there's a Neo, that's Mephisto's coach, by the way.
Yeah, we got quite a crowd today. Captain
Yeah,
Snappy Hype.
definitely. Captain Snappy Hype. We have quite some hype news today.
We got
Besides
a
Captain
lot of
Snappy, of
news.
course.
Yeah, this is a big update.
Oh yes it is. So why don't we go ahead? I think we have update 76 scheduled for tomorrow, Wednesday, September 12th. If everything goes to plan, the live server will go down at 8 a.m. UTC. And of course, like usual, everything you hear here is subject to change, like in last minute. And please remember, you do not have to leave the stream to give us feedback. Just use Stomped, which you can find right below the stream on the panel. Yeah, no, Chula, it's not the finals already. That's better than the finals, by the way. We have, oh my god, we have so many balance changes.
Oh boy, yeah, there's a lot to go through today. Let's start off with the big one, shall we?
Yeah, let's talk about the big one.
Yeah. So we're reducing the 2v2 master health from 4,000 to 3,000. So this is mainly coming as a massive experiment. We have a sort of like general guess where this is going to take the meta. It's obviously going to be much more aggressive, but this is mainly an experiment and it's absolutely not final. We're quite open to reverting this if it doesn't work out. So your feedback's going to be quite crucial regarding this change.
Absolutely, and we have several reasons. First of all, is data shows that 2 versus 2 matches are mostly very lengthy, reaching perk 3 or even mana frenzy rather regularly, and aggressive playstyles or masters known for aggressive playstyles are quite hindered due to that. And bringing the total health down and in line with the 1 versus 1 mode makes balanced decisions much easier. And as Sprite said, the change is not set in stone at all. And we really appreciate any feedback you guys can give us coming tomorrow and the days after, so we can adjust if needed.
Yep, and I realized I forgot to change the slide over here, but there you go. There wasn't much to see on that one, but next one.
The next one is, oh my god, I think many of you are waiting exactly for that. And it's, of course, the Healing Shrine. Ah, feels good somehow.
Yep.
We will reduce the healing per second from 75 to 50, and the range will be reduced from 10 to 8.
I
And
incorrectly wrote radius there, but it is range. Radius is a completely different thing.
yeah, it's the range reduced from 10 to 8. And I think Sprite has some reasons for us.
Yeah, so basically, you've probably already noticed, but the card's way too game swinging in its current state, and the fact that it heals minions on the other side of the map, despite the fact it's clearly meant to be a defensive card, it's not really something we agreed with, and we finally found a good time to put this change through. To go along with this, we're also reducing the Harbinger's radius, like the actual unit size, down 400 units. So now he's 1,400 units large, and that was specifically to remove the interaction of Healing Shrine healing him when he was targeting face, because I tested it and he was still getting healed even when he targeted face. So just a couple of seconds, reduce his radius a bit. It does make him a little safer against removal, but it's such a small change that probably won't affect too much in that regard.
Yeah, exactly. And we didn't go for a change to the Harbinger in general, besides that radius reduction. But we have a close look on the unit, and we will see how the Harbinger will perform. And so maybe it comes on the radar again, or it's just fine now with the interaction gone. But let's just go to the next one, and this is the Guardian. Good old
Speaking of
Guardian.
Healing Shrine.
Yeah, exactly. The Guardian will not be able to shield buildings other than the Master Tower anymore. And Yeah, I mean, this is just because Guardian protecting buildings such as Healing Shrine or Tombstones, for example, it was just too strong, especially in 2 versus 2, but it was really annoying in 1 versus 1 also, and that's why we changed it.
Yep. And we don't particularly feel the Guardian unit itself is especially game breaking. It was more of the units that was enabling it that made the card so broken. So we didn't really want to
Exactly.
touch Guardian itself in such a major way, but we also the healing shrine interaction was quite restricted to the overall design space, so that had to go.
Yes, exactly. So, and to go away from the Healing Shrine and all that, we have another nerf. And this is good old Scott is crying again, as you read on Monday on the blog. And that's because we will reduce his damage from 75 to 65. And this makes it so that his overall DPS goes down from 107 to 92. So Scott is back into 2 digits when it comes to the DPS.
Yeah. Basically, we tuned Scott's damage up because we wanted him to fit the sort of this crazy berserker role that would absolutely destroy you on the front line if he went unpunished. But it was pretty evident that was way overtuned. It was just too painful to remove Scott off the board. So by lowering his DPS, he's still got the really high attack speed. He's still a really efficient attacker, but his DPS is taking a substantial hit. So he's still a threat. You still have to remove him pretty quickly, but you're not going to lose so much doing so in the first place. Yeah, and as Uncle says in the chat, attack speed was his main identity as the Berserker. We don't we don't really have that many fast attacking melee units right off the bat. And anyone that even comes close to mind being super fast is the Battle Shihu, but that requires enemy units to be around.
Yes, Cyber Legend, I am. Now we have, let's talk about Tang's most beloved card, Xiao Long. And well, with Xiao was on the radar now for a long time, as far as I know, but we went for a rather small change that might have big impact. And that is the movement speed of Xiao Long will be it goes up, excuse me, from 4 to 7 movement speed. And that makes it so that Xiao Long will not have an easy time anymore to hide behind decent tank units and shutting down any spell answers. So we just believe that making Xiao move faster will just make it harder to protect him, thus easier to remove, and he will not stay that long on the battlefield anymore.
Yeah, that about sums it up. We felt the overall unit itself isn't that problematic, but rather the duration his anti-spell presence remains on the board. It was just a little bit too much, and it obviously got quite obnoxious to play against.
Oh yeah. So what do we have next? Oh yeah, something that was not mentioned on the blog, right? Yeah. We have changes to the Boomer, the Reboomer, and Gags, the World Bomb. So Sprite, why don't you take it away?
Okay, so basically we're changing it so that both the Egg and the Boomer are the same unit now. So they're not separate units. The Boomer isn't a different unit that hatches from the Egg. They're part of the same unit now. And the main reason this is done is for consistency. Buffs such as Rage or debuffs are going to persist on that unit. And Hypnotize can no longer permanently steal your Reboomer. And also Mortar's Tombstones are not going to resurrect a Boomer Egg when it hatches, and they're not going to resurrect a Reboomer when he detonates. So this is mainly a consistency change more than a proper balance change, but it's something we want to do for a while, but kind of been on the back burner.
Yeah. Boomer's hype, Steven says. No res on Mortar. Well, Mephisto, he reses the egg, of course, when it dies.
Yeah.
But it does not. Mortar's Tombstones will no longer trigger when a Reboomer explodes.
They will res when it dies. I believe it will always res at the egg status though now, even if it dies as the hatched Boomer.
Yeah. And we have another change regarding the Assassin and the assassin got some new weapons, as I can see here, we will up the damage from 60 to 70, and that makes his burst out of stealth 210. And it will now always kill a succubus, for example, out of stealth. This is quite nice. And yeah, it just will make the unit overall more powerful. But I believe not only in King Puff decks, actually.
Yeah, I think this might just make Assassin a really strong unit overall. To answer your question, Memphis, so you're correct. Chain Lightning will no longer kill every Boomer.
Yeah.
It's the same unit now, so it can't be hit twice. See, I'm looking forward to seeing where this puts Assassin. I think stuff that reveals Invis might become quite a bit more popular. Maybe a curtain era.
While Dan is actually mentioning it, Chain Lightning will be changed so that it stuns units for 0.5 seconds on hit.
Yep.
And this is just to set Chain Lightning further apart from a weaker Fireball, actually. And so to make it more consistent that Lightning always stuns.
It's actually quite interesting. I don't know the interaction, Dan. I would assume the egg gets stunned because they're the same unit now. Because obviously the buffs are going to persist. So I would imagine it does stun
it. Sprite, do you know if the stun happens before the damage, like with Shock Rock?
I believe the stun will occur afterwards. I'm not sure the exact ordering of that. That'd be something you have to ask the gameplay programmer.
Well, Gandalf, the bolt kills, right? It doesn't need to stun. So, yeah. But basically, it would. And we have another change to Bounty Sniper. Bounty Sniper will trigger its effect when shooting at Master Towers. And this is just a change to make Bounty Sniper feeling not as worthless when he shoots at a Master Tower, right? You still get your XP from every hit. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a side buff. Bounty Sniper was kind of underperforming, but he's not that bad of a unit on its own, so we didn't want to overbuff him. And we also didn't want to separate him from the sniper unit too much.
Bounty another step next meta. Well, Gandalf, I'm very curious about your feedback trying that out.
All right.
So, you can ask questions right ahead, of course. We will answer them throughout the stream, but I think we can talk about player lobbies, right?
Yeah, people have had quite a few requests regarding lobbies for a while, and we didn't really find a great time to do it until now. So now, as of update 76, you can minimize the lobby, and you can do stuff like edit your deck. You can spin power tokens, claim stuff off the battle pass. You're playing a nice long 2v2 pre-made with your friend, you don't have to cancel it and make it again in a couple of minutes, go through all that pain on Steam just to set it up again. You can now minimize the lobby.
Exactly. That's what's coming with Player Lobbies 2.0, or at least with the first iteration of Player Lobbies 2.0. And yeah, we finally found time and resources to do it, to edit, and it was long requested, as Sprite said. And
it's something we wanted as well, because it directly affects tournaments. So
we can, that too. And yeah, we can finally go full ham with the game while sitting in a lobby. I like that.
Yeah.
Some FDM issues, okay.
There's always FDM issues. There's an FDM issue, and he sits in the office.
Oh, Sprite the Savage.
I have to see it tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think, the title already revealed it, of course. We have a special guest today, and this is just a man answering all the questions in the chat already. And I think it's time to just bring him live.
Yep.
So have a nice welcome for UncleOwnage, guys. If we have him here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, there he is.
Hey. How are you doing, Uncle?
I'm good. It's good to be back on stream. Not in tournaments, but on this stream at least.
Yeah, we were missing you at the KPI this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I think at that point I was actually doing some family stuff, unfortunately. But yeah,
All
maybe
right.
I'll get to commentate in the future as well.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
but as came to my ears, you have some special things to talk about today. But before we get to that, I just wanted to ask you, when will Wheel of Doom be released?
Yeah, I saw the question. I had hoped to get to work on it recently, but we've just been incredibly swamped. It might be that I should delegate it. I've just been so fond of the idea that I wanted to get in on it myself. The current aim is to release it during this season, but besides that, I can't really say much, unfortunately.
Okay. And do we have any word on the Squire Puff then?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where it came from, but the Squire Puff wasn't planned for season 3, and it's still not the case, unfortunately. We have plans for it. I want to include it in at a specific point, but it's not season 3, unfortunately.
Okay, guys, so you hear the Wheel of Doom, maybe soon. And yeah, Squire Puff, not season 3.
Yeah, so that's not soon. I can say that for sure.
Okay.
But it's gonna be cool, I think.
Yeah, Mephisto, maybe make it 2024. Uncle, want to talk a bit about player avatars, which will come with update 76 tomorrow?
Yeah, I just prepared a slide for this, so if you want to go ahead with that.
Sure.
Yeah, I can. I guess I can talk a little bit about it. It's one of the things where we knew we had to do this for quite a while, and it's something where we've been kind of split on the issue. I have to be honest about that. We knew that it would take away customization because people wouldn't be able to use Steam avatars and stuff like that. And we were actually also sad about this, but it's something that we quite simply had to do for a number of reasons. I think Sprite's breakdown video will also explain it a little bit, but I can get into it now. So the main 3 reasons were that we could the whole Steam reporting system for avatars is kind of clunky, I'd say. Nothing against Steam, but we had issues where people reported offensive avatars and all kinds of stuff like pornographic material or actual gore and stuff like that we quite simply couldn't handle. And we again simply can't allow that kind of material in the product we're making. We're not willing to accept that. So we needed a different system, and that means that we have to have full control over what people are putting in as avatars, or rather what's in as avatars, which in this case will be us putting it in. Besides that, there's a hell of a lot of work, sorry for cursing, with cross-platform avatars. When we're going to go on Discord, as you know, when we're going to go on Xbox, all the avatars will be really difficult to work with if it's not unified under our banner. This way it works in-game, so we always know how an avatar works, and we don't really need to worry about gamer pics and Discord profiles and Steam images and all that weird stuff. The last part of it is a minor but still important reason related to all the stuff we did in the spring with trying to achieve more visual coherency. We wanted to make sure that the avatars fit with the game more. And when people have these extremely ugly avatars where they've photoshopped together 3 random minion masters minions and put strange text on it, I'm looking at you. It gets really difficult to make the game look good, you know?
Uncle the Savage.
Wow.
No, everything's good, and I love the creativity around the avatars, and that's why we're really sad that we actually have to remove it. But there's just no way about it, and we wanted to do this before any bigger releases happened. And yeah, the main issue is more that tons of people on Steam have the strange question mark because they don't upload an avatar, and in that case, the game just looks really bad most of the time. So we didn't want to get into that.
Yeah, it's not all downside though. So basically, everyone's going to, by default, have 14 avatars when they start the game to choose from. But because you're an existing player, and we are unfortunately having to take away the Steam avatars, we're also giving everyone, the first time they log in, 14 avatars on top of the ones they have already.
Yeah, that's for all the existing players. Like everyone who's played Minion Masters before the patch will get these extra ones.
And
then-
everything right now is, unfortunately, it wasn't on the build of that they made this screenshot of, but everything is of the common and rare rarities right now. So you don't expect to be forking out the world for these avatars.
Marcock State, tomorrow you will get avatars for free. You don't need to unlock them. You don't need to buy them. Future avatars will be available in the shop and via level ups. Uncle, can you comment on that?
What was the question? Do we unlock or buy them? Both.
Unlock or buy them. Exactly.
So basically, there's 4 avatars in level ups besides the 14 you get by default. Those 14 are just available on login, basically. And then we have further plans later. One thing you'll notice when we roll this out is that no master avatars are included, except maybe one
Stormbringer,
for the
I think.
starter avatar. We'll include the Stormbringer avatar because it makes a lot more sense. And again, visual coherency in the tutorial and all that stuff.
And a Millowin avatar for me, but that's for me only.
But we won't include a lot of other master avatars because we have some ideas for potential future features that could use these in an interesting way. And I can't say anything about them because they're purely ideas. And they're not even on the drawing board so far. We just didn't want to close that door. And we had so many other avatars that we felt confident there was going to be enough other stuff so far. But yeah, there's going to be 14 default, 4 from level ups. Maybe we'll consider some for achievements in the future, but that's not for now. And then there's going to be regular options in the shop. And the ones that the existing players get with this patch will also be ones that rotate through the shop every once in a while.
I don't have a screenshot of page 2, but I can confirm Mana Puff is on there.
Yes, there are puffs in there.
Hagen and all others that ask for that custom avatars. Actually, we're discussing it still, and we're looking into it, and maybe it will be part of events, or maybe it will be part of partnered content creators programs, for example. But as for now, there will be no way to get any custom avatar into Minion Masters. But I mean, it's a new system. We will for sure iterate on it. We will add more and more, and maybe there will be new design contents in the close future. We're looking at certain things here, but for now, it's just how it is.
Yeah, all that stuff's been brought up, and we like those ideas of creating these kinds of events and using that for getting avatars in. Because if that can create more customizability, that will be great for a feature which loses some of that stuff.
Yeah, so
I see that Isotop had a question, but I don't really understand it.
Oh.
He says, could we have in-game avatar by default and an option to show Steam avatars? I don't know what he means by default.
I think what he means by that is, so you have these default avatars on, like the Minion Masters avatars, and then there's an option in the settings to have the Steam avatars turned on instead.
Yeah, no, we can't really do that for the same reasons that I listed above.
It also kind of presents the cross-platform problem again.
Yeah, I mean, if we allow people to start using their own avatars, then we have the same cross-platform issues, same visual coherency issues, and same reporting issues. So we don't really solve anything if we leave that option open, which is why we have to close it. If we could leave the option open, we probably wouldn't have spent all the time making the avatar system.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's too bad, but
that's
how life is.
It's shown only on your screen. Yeah, but Terra, actually, what does it add? I mean, not really anything.
Yeah.
Actually,
okay. Any other questions on how it'll work, or
exactly? If you have more questions for Uncle, how the player avatars will work? Yeah, the release. Oh, you mean the full release date? That's actually we still plan.
Really say much about that.
I mean, we can say that we still plan for the September-October area, as far as we know, when it comes to the Discord store launch, but it is not confirmed by Discord, that's to say, and we're looking forward to the Steam PC and Xbox One release early 2019, as far as the plans go right now.
All right, quick questions. Paco, will there be any special avatars? There are actually, as you can see on the first page, there are 3 Armored Scrat avatars. They're not just cards. It's each of the 3 characters are the card. There are also 4 avatars that aren't in Minion Masters already, I think. They're from Showdown and previous art. But besides that, I don't think there's anything super special in this round.
Unfortunately, Snappy is not one of those 4. I haven't convinced them quite yet.
Well, Snappy would be master related, right? So we can't really do much with him. There's going to be
good
a
point,
mana
good
puff,
point.
yes.
Maybe there will be a Squire Puff avatar before the Squire Puff is in the game. Let's see.
Let's see. Or maybe at the same time. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. But as far as I know, Uncle has some more to tell about several future stuff, especially the Battle Pass Season 3, right?
Yeah, it's legal o'clock, I heard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I wanted to prepare a little something special, and you've all seen the site, the leak site, or the Season 3 site, I guess, with the stories and snippets of lore and the timer that's about to reveal something later or very soon. And in relation to that, I wanted to talk about what we've been building up to. In short, we're introducing a new faction to Minion Masters. It's the Crystal Elves, which is the race that Milloween hails from. They're very focused on magic, and they're in general using these magical crystals to empower their spells. And they'll be using them for a wide variety of effects, but in general, it's going to be like a unified mechanic across all of the elves that all of them can use, and that's unique to them in a special way. Behind the scenes, we've sort of envisioned them as on the side of good, in that they're always in combat with the demons that we've seen in previous battle passes, and they have these tenuous relationships with the Empire of Light, which are all the humans that we've seen so far in the game. In general, they use these crystals that completely seep through all of their society, and they use it to animate constructs, they use it to empower their spells, and they use it to craft the most refined weapons in the world. So all these characters, you see this Crystal Archer, for example, or the Sentry that we have on the other picture, have this special mechanic connected to all of them that empowers them when you hold 6 or more mana. So when you hold 6 or more mana, they all become empowered. And in this case, it means that they gain 50% attack speed. And it'll be something that shows clearly when they're activated, that the crystals will glow, and maybe even the hair lights up and all kinds of stuff, depending on what we can actually get in. But it's going to mean that all the base units while they have the same kind of enabler, it affects them differently. And we're really excited to see what this does for the mechanics of using these relatively basic units with this mechanic rolled on top of, and then how that factors into making less basic units, so to speak, more advanced units as well. So we can't reveal too much about the exact designs. That'll come later with the reveal site, where we'll share details, we'll share cards and specifics of these. We just wanted to show the early models. It's important to say also that these are very early versions. It's work in progress, especially the effects and all this stuff that sort of layered on top, the glow they're supposed to have in their eyes, the way the hair looks, and a lot of the small details still need work. So yeah.
Well, Vango, just to throw that in, it came to my ears there will be more deck slots in the future.
Who told him that?
We started working on seeing how we could integrate more deck slots in a cool way. So maybe that won't take too much longer, but I can't say anything about when or how it's going to be.
Yeah, now it's confirmed, boys. Now it's confirmed. Yeah, that's pretty cool about Season 3, but that does also mean that we get 8 to 10 brand new unique cards?
Some of them might actually be using some of the previous stuff. One of the things that we want to do is make sure that we communicate how these relate to the previous cards as well. But it's definitely the intention to have these two are going to be unique units, obviously, and then there's going to be them in different versions, and there's going to be variations on it. So it's definitely going to be much more focused on this new type of content than we've previously been focusing on.
Really excited about elves. And I mean, it's a Milloween Battle Pass season. How could I not be excited?
Yeah, maybe she'll get a little special something.
Oh, guys, maybe she gets a little special something.
The suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think maybe I should stop now, or I'll start revealing stuff that I don't want to reveal.
Yeah, we do
Oh,
have
maybe-
we do have a
Maybe you
website
shouldn't.
for this stuff, you know.
We do have what?
We have a website for this stuff.
Yeah. And I urge you all to take a look at that and stay on top of it. And I mean, in the beginning, we've been going a little slow with the reveals and revealing bits and pieces. But as we move closer to Season 3, we'll start moving out more stuff, like showing specific cards and showing skins and emotes, stuff like that. All the stuff you want to know about Season.
How interesting.
Season 3.
It says the next reveal's in 2.5 hours. Well, how
Oh, look.
convenient.
And in the next reveal, there's a little special something that you guys can find.
Oh.
Oh.
Even I don't know about this one, actually, so that's interesting.
That's very interesting. So, Uncle, we have an interesting question here from Hazard Bomber. Will there be guilds anytime soon?
It's something that we've wanted to work on for a while, but it's hard to say when we're putting it in. There are some plans, and there are some ideas, so maybe you'll get a hint. I guess this is a hint of a hint then, which is kind of
We're going full Marvel now.
redundant. But yeah, we were planning to start talking about that soon, but we're not ready to yet. We would rather talk about Season 3.
Yeah, exactly. So, Cyber Legend, that's actually the answer to your questions. We will reveal more information about guilds or clans, whatever it will be called then, when it's about time. But for now, we're looking forward to Battle Pass Season 3 and especially update 76, right? Because that's the most imminent update we have tomorrow. And what we also have in the update tomorrow is, I heard anything about Mayhem changes. So, do you know something about that, Uncle?
I don't think I'm ready to talk that much about it. I can say that we've been looking at a lot of data, at a lot of responses, a lot of feedback, and at what we felt when playing the mode with you guys. And there's definitely some work to be done. And we want to iterate a lot, which means that there's going to be happening quite a few things with it, because it means that things will change, and sometimes we'll add stuff, sometimes we'll remove stuff, and we'll basically experiment a lot with it and hopefully do it really quickly so that we don't drag out the process of figuring out what Mayhem is supposed to be, and we can get it out of beta faster than we did with the 2v2 feature, for example.
Okay. So, but what I heard was Lolbatroll was telling me that the gold entry mode will have free tries not bound to glory anymore. So that's something you can look forward to. But also the free tries will be removed to one try, if I recall correctly. That's just something Lolbatroll mentioned, but you will read more about that tomorrow in the patch notes, because maybe there will be last minute changes to that. And we also have tomorrow in the patch breakdown video, I think Sprite can tell us something to that, but we have another feature in there, right? We
Yep.
didn't mention.
Something exclusive to the patch breakdown video. You know, I like card art. Don't you, Erythais? Uncle? You like card
Oh,
art.
I love
love-
our card art,
You ever
actually.
wanted to just look at card art nice and close, see all the fine details?
Yeah, would be nice.
Well, maybe you'll find out a couple of details about a system that'll let you do that in tomorrow's patch breakdown video. Be releasing as soon as the servers go down.
Kishin, not Summon Milo. It's card art. Milo is not a card. And it will be no special camera setting just for Milloween or something like that. Will there be any bikini skin soon for Milloween?
Well, now that summer has come and gone, and there was no bikini skin there, I doubt she's gonna put on a bikini for Christmas.
Maybe she's
But-
weird like that.
Oh, why not?
And then I guess
mean-
it would have to be some kind of sexy elf skin. But
Ooh,
let's
that's
see.
What I
sexy
want to know
elf
is
skin.
when is the Mordor bikini?
The Mordor bikini, really?
Yeah, I mean, if the community wants it and they really vote for it on Stump, then maybe we'll consider it.
Okay, guys. Now I want everyone in this. Chat, all 78, go to Stump right now. Official Stump page. Make a Stump for Bikini Milloween. Thanks. You're a community manager.
What have you done?
I mean, a vote for Bikini Milloween is a vote for Captain Snappy, and a vote for Captain Snappy is a vote for the community. Thanks.
Damn it, he's got me there.
Exactly, Stephen. Stumped it.
Regarding the flag emotes, the ones we've released so far were regional promotions. I don't know about plans to release more of them, though. I don't think we have any concrete details on that at the moment.
No, I don't think so either. And Trotio, the thing is, the more emotes that are coming to the game, the more we need for a emote selection system, which is also something we plan right now. And I don't think there will be any more emotes prior to that, except in Battle Pass Season 3, if an emote selection system will not be released prior to Battle Pass Season 3.
Yeah, the aim was actually to have an emote selector system in for this patch, but we had to delay it to make room for other stuff. But it's very much in the works, and we're planning to release that before the next season. Cyber Legend, we talked about the Wheel of Doom earlier, and all I can say at this point is that we've been so swamped with work that I had to delay it a bit. We're still intending to release it this season, but we can't say much more than that.
Unfortunately, it's an anonymous stump, but just for you, Uncle, we have an official stump. I wish Minion Masters would add Bikini Milloween skin, and I upvoted right now.
You made that yourself.
No, I didn't. We have 3 upvotes. Come on, guys. I will see 78 when this stream ends.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's been a pretty successful leak. Wouldn't you say?
And I don't. It doesn't seem like there are more questions besides ridiculous ones. So I think it's fair to fade out.
All right, then. Thanks for being with us today, Uncle. It was great having you on the stream.
Thanks for having you,
Yeah, it was
Uncle.
really fun. Thank you guys, and thank you all for watching.
All right, so I think that brings us to esports. So we got a recap of the.
Wait a little second. This is
Oh.
the short link to the Milloween bikini stump, guys.
Are we really doing this?
I am really doing this. This was a user. I was not the one making the stump.
That's what I call community engagement.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I was someone asked me to show it, so here it is, guys.
All right.
But yeah, we have esports. Exactly. I mean, we had the KPZ season finals, the King Puff Invitational number 3, right?
We did indeed. And Mephisto took the trophy once again. Very dominating performance all around. It was an absolute pleasure casting that all the way to the end. I had a great time, and huge shout out to the KPC staff for the phenomenal work they did with the KPI. Really looking forward to what they're able to come up with this next season.
Yeah, exactly. And Cyber Legend, no, there are no plans for a 3v3 game mode, by the way.
Yeah,
but we also had a for me personally, it's really a sad message we had after the KPI. Actually, Rush Second, he announced his retirement from the competitive mini master scene for private reasons, and I feel like for me personally, that's a huge loss for the competitive scene. I mean, Rush was the winner of the very first King Puff Invitational, and he always performed super good in all tournaments. And yeah, but we wish him all the best in his life, and whatever he wants to do, we wish him all the best to succeed. And we are happy that Rush also announced that he will still stay in the Minion Masters community and support us, maybe in another sector.
All right. But moving forward, we've got Erythais' Free for All tournament happening this Saturday, being co-casted by yours truly, hopefully.
Yeah, I hear that you're applied.
I applied almost instantly. I need something to do when the King Puff circuit's off. You can find that at this link here. It's a very, very lax rules, the classic KPC rules as they're being described here. So you've got some time to kill on a Saturday. You know, why not hang out? It's already got the minimum number of participants, so you haven't really got much to lose. Everyone that enters gets a prize.
Exactly. I wanted to say it. I mean, you don't have a lot to lose, but you will win definitely, no matter how far you come in the tournament. As every participant will get at least a dwarf pack, which is 3 power tokens and a bit of gold. And for the top 4, I guess, yeah, the top 4 it was, there will be 4 bigger prizes. And for the winner, there is the Dynasty Milloween skin.
Haven't heard that one in a while, have you? It's still around.
It's still around, and it might be one of the last chances to get it actually in tournaments. So why not going ahead and trying to win the tournament? I mean, I heard Rush Second will not compete, so you only have to beat Mephisto, right?
I don't know. I heard this video gamer guy's pretty decent. And this Trivia person, but he never participates in tournaments.
I actually read in no, I'm not telling you that. But yeah, this video gamer guy is pretty good. I heard that. Gamer is bad. Liz is good. So now it's out.
Yeah, it's actually,
Neo can confirm.
It's about 8 out of 16 signups actually. So if you want to get in on that, you better act fast.
Yep.
As for, I don't think we have any internal news this week, do we? Oh, we do actually. Baboon Lord is on vacation.
Exactly. Baboon Lord is on vacation since last Friday, isn't he?
Yep.
And as far as I know, he will be gone for 2 weeks. And yeah, so no Baboon Lord stream the next 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
What? Mephisto is 65? Yeah, I guess so. I think it was 67 actually.
Mephisto is very clearly a several millennia old gaming god that's been resurrected to win the KPI. I'll have you know.
Oh, and Uncle revealed that what? Baboon will be cage diving with white sharks. Alright. That's some crazy stuff.
Well, you know, baboons weren't known for their sane temperament. Probably looked at them funny.
I mean, maybe we will see White Sharks in Minion Masters after that.
It'll
Who
change
knows
from
what Baboon comes up with?
I'll just say it's probably going to change from a cave dive to a cave fight. A cage fight.
Yeah, Skylark, we're pretty confident Baboon will make it. Gandalf, if you found a bug, please go to the official Discord server and report it there.
Yeah, this is not the channel to report your bugs. Sorry.
Exactly. I mean, it does get lost on Twitch chat quite easily, so...
Alright.
Cyber Legend, not only Mephisto has a King Puff skin, he has the skin for free because he won the tournament, but the KPI 3 winner skin will be available to everyone coming tomorrow? Question mark?
Yes, I'm looking at the spreadsheet right now, and I believe we do have that set up to be in the store starting the 13th, so Thursday. To be able to get your hands on the Demon KPI skin with the flaming trophy.
Exactly, and because I just want to mention that on chat, the back of the trophy will not be the Lenny face again, or the dip face as it's called in our community. This time it will mention Mephisto's coach, which is Neo, and Mephisto requested that, and yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we couldn't help but oblige.
So yeah, there will be Mephisto will be named on the trophy as well as Neo. So yeah, that's a cool thing, I guess. I mean, I wish I was Mephisto's coach, right? Then my name would be on the trophy.
Mephisto's coach.
Nah, I don't think all wish that. I hear that Vango is Gamer's coach.
I thought Gamer... so someone pays Gamer to coach and he just gets Vango to coach them instead? Is that how that works?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So basically, yeah. Exactly.
Outsourcing.
Outsourcing, yeah, exactly. Oh well, Mephisto. It's still a big surprise because, I mean, we told us on the stream, right? And not just throw it in the game and let the community find out.
Right.
I hear that Jules is actually not Jules, but Julia, and actually FDM revealed that. So have fun with that, Jules.
Jules is the person with 1,000 names.
Yeah. Jules has all the genders in the world. Oh my god. What do we have else? Oh, we don't have anything else, right?
Well, we do have some shout-outs. Obviously, I've mentioned the one to the KPC stuff for the amazing work and those great new overlays they showed off. Really went above and beyond on that. Also, obviously, to the community that showed up, we had a great turnout to the stream today. It was great to see everyone there, and we hope you found it worth it. If you have any feedback for the stream, make sure to leave a stomp below the stream. Such a weird word to pronounce. Stomped.
Stomped, yeah.
It's always going to sound weird to me.
I don't even know what it means, but it's a wonderful platform, not only for the users, but also for me with my daily work, and that's why I appreciate every single stomp. And yeah, I hope we get more and more to have the feedback nice and centralized, but it's to mention that we, of course, watch all our other communication channels, such as the Steam forums, Reddit, Discord, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. So your feedback will not get lost because you don't want to use Stomp for whatever reason. And yeah, but I personally appreciate every single Stomp. That is to say, and I want just to shout out, to make a shout out to the KPC staff, to the King Puff Cup staff, to Dipshit, to FFA, to Pegomaniac, to Cinelil, to Dead Sprite, because he's still a caster there, to Bob, and all the others I didn't mention because I can't recall the nicknames right now, just for their amazing work with KPC Season 3. Was an amazing season. There was a lot of effort put in, every 2 weeks with the tournaments, the new overlays that came with the qualifiers, and we also saw the KPI. And I'm really looking forward to see some more of this amazing work when it comes to KPC Season 4, which will, actually, I don't know. I think the KPC staff will announce in time when the new season starts.
Yeah. Actually, I think just before we go here, I had a bit of a visual representation of this next patch to show.
Yeah, go ahead.
There we have it. Thanks everyone that came along today. It's been a great stream. Good to see everyone here.
Have a nice evening, everyone.
Good night. Cheers from BetaDwarf.
Cheers from the dwarves.